Hello, my name is Roland Waits. I wear the mask so I don't get shot in the street. I can say what I want to say. And the channel exists only to get the information out, not for hits or money or anything else. So, the most watched trial since the O.J. Simpson trial just concluded. Whoa. It ended, but it didn't conclude. Johnny Depp wins and nothing changes. What the blank? Depp was fighting an uphill battle against a multi-billion-dollar assembly of media companies who hated his guts, who were invested in a political structure to control people's behavior across the world, and they were not going to let that go. And in the middle of that was Johnny Depp, who was trying to help a drug-addicted, very sick woman get over whatever happened in her childhood. But, you know, Mr. Depp was not a choir boy himself, finding drugs as a way to deaden the pain from his own childhood and from her treatment of him over several years. So, as we went to the conclusion, I thought that Johnny would lose this. I really did. I thought that the defamation, this was a defamation trial. This was not about libel. This was not about how each person treated each person. This was simply about the the defamation charges involved in the title of the article that turns out that Amber said that she wrote, which she didn't write. The ACLU wrote that article. She didn't write it. But she retweeted it. She tweeted it as her own article. So she validated that she in fact endorsed it. So she stepped in her own bed burger when she tweeted it and said she endorsed it. So anyway, long story short, this trial was a complete disaster. It was a mess. I mean, listening to Amber attack Johnny endlessly was just so hard to listen to, man, because all you want to do after 5 minutes is turn the damn TV off or turn the computer off and run out in the street and scream. You know, really, because Amber is just the most toxic personality on the face of the planet right now. I mean, really. It's just amazing how a person can be that ugly inside and treat somebody so ugly. So, but out of the blue, out of a miracle, out of an amazing, just an amazing confluence of happenstance, Johnny Depp won his case. The little guy. Now, look, Johnny Depp is rich. He's not me. He's not you. He's very rich. So, but against the companies that he's fighting, he's small fries. I mean, there's multi-billion-dollar companies that he's fighting, and they all want him to drown. They want to put they want to waterboard him to death so that Amber can step up and lie about who she is, because they're invested. And that's really the saddest thing about the case, is that Amber has victimized every domestic violence victim who has ever been, because she is not a domestic violence victim. She is a domestic violence abuser. So Johnny wins the case. I mean, we all saw it yesterday. We saw yes, 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 and then we saw Waldman's statement about the hoax that he says that Amber and her homeless band of leeches perpetrated against Johnny, which was a true statement probably, but he couldn't prove it. So the jury said, well, that one count, you're going to get $2 million, Amber, but you're going to spend $15 million paying back to Mr. Depp. But like Mr. Depp says, like Johnny Depp says, it was never about the money, it was about getting his life back. And like Amber says, it was never about the money, but she lied through her teeth. Because she had $7 million for 13 months and decided to just keep it. And you know what the most telling part of that is? Amber talks about, oh, I meant to pay it, but Amber's never paid a dime. She had Johnny pay money, and she had Elon Musk, one of the richest men in the world, who she seduced and con artist into giving her his DNA, supposedly. I would suggest that the egg is not Amber's. I would suggest that the egg is actually the surrogate mother's. That Amber was such a con artist that she didn't want to put her egg into it. And she just told the doctor, use her egg. It doesn't matter. He'll never check it. He'll never check the DNA. I'll never let him. So we had a victory for Johnny, the victory for the side of truth. And the truth is that domestic violence is a very common thing in the world, and that both genders suffer it. I mean, that's just a fact. And if you're transgender, yeah, you suffer it too. Whoever's being attacked in their home or where they're at is being attacked. And there's no sex to it. Okay? But Johnny won this money. Johnny won the verdict. And I got up this morning, that was yesterday, I got up this morning, and Elaine, her attorney, Amber's attorney, is on television doing something I've never seen an attorney do. She is literally defaming the jury, the judge, and the Virginia justice system on worldwide television. She is saying things that no competent attorney would ever say. The statements that Elaine made this morning are open contempt of court, an open libelous statement defaming the judge, the jury, and the justice system of the state of Virginia. I've never seen an attorney speak like this after a case. Now, I'll give you an example of how I think that Elaine should have said what she should have said, because you have to be careful when you're a lawyer, because you are legally bound, especially if you are going back into that court. You're actually kind of an agent of the court. You're supposed to show respect for the court and respect for the court as pertains to your client, because the things that you say after the court case affect your client's case. Well, what Elaine should have said was, we understand the verdict, even though we do not agree with it. We are asserting the right of appeal for our client, and we will see what we can do about that. And she should have left it at that. And when the reporters started goading her to say things, she should have kept her trap shut, because, man, she was digging a trench. She dug a damn outhouse shithole hole about 190 foot deep and kept throwing the dirt on top of her this morning. And I have no sympathy for her, and I have no sympathy for Amber. I'm done. I'm really done, because this morning was so outrageous. It was an insult to every domestic violence victim. It was an insult to the Virginia justice system. It was an insult to the judge, who was one of the fairest, most alert, most congenial and organized judges I've ever seen. It was an insult to the jury. I've never seen an attorney talk like this. So Johnny Depp wins and nothing changes. Now he's still fighting, and they didn't listen. The things that Elaine said, she made sure she put Johnny in there. She went on television. She repeated the wife beater statement from the UK jury. She kept talking about the UK jury, the UK trial, as though it was an American trial. But we are not a subject of England. We're not a subject of England. The UK trial doesn't mean shit in America. It doesn't. I'm sorry, it doesn't. And that UK trial was done with one judge who was actually related to the person that Johnny was suing. So yeah, a whole lot of stink came up in that UK trial. A whole lot of stink. And that's what Elaine is trying to say justifies that they should have been able to bring the UK trial into an American courtroom. She's actually making that statement, which is an insult to the entire justice system of the entire United States. So, Johnny Depp wins and nothing changes. And you know what that means. So, I don't know. This has been a mess. He won the case. It's not over, because it's not over until the papers go to the clerk of the court. The papers will not go to be sealed by the clerk of the court until Amber Heard's claims are heard, and I think Johnny's attorneys may have some claims as far as the way that things were meted out as far as payment goes, and some of the statements at the end of the trial that Amber's attorneys made. I don't know where this is going to go. I mean, you can't say where this is going to go, because this is absolutely terrifying, because the jury's spoken. That should be the end of it. You know, the appeal process should happen after the jury has spoken and judgment has been done, the papers have been sealed, and then a week later you say, okay, now we're going to appeal, because you finish one thing before you start another thing. This way, this trial will never end. So, I'm very disappointed in Amber's lawyers, deeply disappointed, because they insulted the entire justice system of the United States of America. And Johnny won his case against horrendously high odds. Johnny should not have won that case. That defamation case was easily winnable if Amber had not gone up on the stand and Amber's attorneys had only argued exactly what the statement said in the article. It was easily winnable. But Amber had to get up on her little soapbox. She's such a great actress that not one person on the planet believed her. Not one. She actually showed, I mean, the thing that gets me about is, no matter how badly Johnny looked on that second cross-examination by Rottenborn, the other attorney, that was a brilliant, brilliant strategy, because they didn't care about that. They wanted to get Amber back up on the stand so that Camille could eviscerate her, which she did. Amber destroyed her own case. So, I mean, it's not over. I'm glad that Johnny won. I mean, it's pretty obvious that Johnny was a moron that was thinking with his little man and got himself stuck into just a nightmare. And then the nightmare tried to kill him. Amber Heard tried to kill him and take his money. So, I'm going to be probably popping another video about Amber. I had to delete one because it just got too personal, and I want to alter the information a little bit. And but I'm happy for Johnny, but I'm expecting better from the mass media companies of the entire world. I mean, come on, guys and girls. At some point, you got to say that the man was judged by a jury in America, and say that that's what we go by here. Because the other side of the coin is people going to the Washington Post and burning down the building. Is that what you want? Do you want people going to the Washington Post and burning down the building? Going to CNN and burning down the CNN building? Do you want people going to, to MSNBC and burning down their building and with everybody in it? Is that what you want? Because I don't want that. Apparently that's what you want. I mean, when you shit on the American justice system like you shit on it today, that's what you're saying. Come get us. We're untouchable. You can't touch us. I don't want to live in America like that. The jury spoke. They said Johnny was innocent. That's the end of it. Now, if you appeal, sure, go ahead and appeal. But don't go on television telling me that America justice is shit. If you tell me that, you should never be an attorney. Again. So, there's where we stand so far. I just want to give an update on what I thought about this. I wish Johnny well. I pray to God he stays with his friends, his good friends, and his family, and stays away from the drugs and the alcohol. Because I'm telling you, man, he is absolutely primed to kill himself if he starts doing drugs and partying. And I want to thank his security. I want to thank the Fairfax County Police for the magnificent job they did protecting everybody at the trial and everybody at the courthouse in Fairfax who did a great job. I don't think this could have gone any better than they did. They did a fantastic job at that courthouse. All of you men and women, thank you for that. So let's see what happens. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, Amber and her attorneys are clearly delusional. They think they live in the United Kingdom. They don't live in America. So let's see what happens with their appeal. Maybe they can make their appeal in the UK courtroom. You know, fly over to the UK and make your appeal there, because you're going to get a lot of freaking traction on that. So anyway, God bless everybody. Johnny, God bless you, brother. You made it. 6 years of a nightmare is over. Just please, 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 don't kill yourself with drugs and drinking, and stay safe, okay? God bless everybody. God bless America.